For anybody who's been following me for any length of time, you guys know that real estate investing is my vehicle of choice when it comes to investing as a whole. There are stocks, there are cryptocurrencies and foreign exchange and NFTs and all of those kind of things that are all around us, but I still choose real estate time and time again. It provides me the passive income that I use day to day to fund my life, and it can provide generational wealth that can support family members that I've never even met. So for me, real estate's a really cool vehicle because it's been time tested over and over and again. It is not a brand new idea, and it is an absolute need for most people in the world. So real estate's here to stay, and I am going to be investing into real estate for the long term. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to get 100% or more in return in real estate. Hey guys, if it's your first time here, welcome to the Hoan Zone, where we help you multiply the assets that you own. I'm Hoan. I've been an investor for the last 10 years, and in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to calculate the returns on your investments so that you can see whether or not it's a good investment. Also, to show you guys how you can get 100% or more in terms of real estate investing. All right, we have no time to waste, so let's get right into it. We have these 4 wealth generators when it comes to investing in real estate. Rental real estate, that is, specifically rental real estate, because if you do flips or you do wholesaling, you do not get all of these benefits. But with rental real estate, you get cash flow, which you guys are all aware of. That's when you rent out the property and you're collecting that passive income from that rental income. So you got cash flow, then you have appreciation. Appreciation is when the property goes up in value over time. So as our money gets worse, as in terms of inflation, like our money's worth less, prices go up, and you guys are seeing that right now. Then you have principal paydown. Principal paydown is when you have a loan against the property, and that loan is paid down every single month as you're making the mortgage payments. So every single month, you're getting a little richer. And then finally, we have our tax benefits. That is what is offered to you as a real estate investor because the government wants to incentivize you for owning real estate. Now, people say that there's loopholes for the rich and they don't have to pay taxes and all that kind of stuff. Well, if you just own rental real estate, whether you determine yourself to be rich or not, those loopholes are available to you as well through these tax benefits that I'm going to go over today. There actually is one other wealth benefit that I don't have labeled here, and that is the discount. So if you guys have been following me, I always tell you guys, rule number 1 is buy at a discount. And I'm going to show you guys why that's so powerful. So here are the 5 wealth generators of rental real estate. All right, so here's an example that I did. This is a $250,000 house where we are collecting $3,000 a month in rental income. Now, there are some expenses that have to be paid every single month. Those are your taxes, your insurance, your utilities, your vacancy, your management, your maintenance. Let's just say for this example, that's $1,000 per month. So our net operating income is $2,000 per month. Then we have to multiply by 12. 12 makes it an annual figure so that we can calculate our return on investment. ROI is always calculated in an annual rate. So in order to get this NOI into an annual rate, we have to multiply by 12, so that's $24,000. Now, to calculate your return on investment, right, your ROI, return on investment, you literally take your return, which is $24,000, your return, and you divide it by your investment. In this case, it's $250,000. That's what we paid, all cash, no debt, right? Return on investment here is 0.096. 0.096 equals 9.6%. That's our ROI if we paid for this property all cash and it was renting out for $3,000 and we had $1,000 a month in expenses. So not bad, 9.6%. Let's take a look at how we can improve that. Enter OPM, other people's money. In this example, I'm going to use OPM to increase our ROI. So instead of being all cash, $250,000 to buy this property, what I'm going to do is I am going to put $50,000 down. Okay. So when I put $50,000 down, that means I am going to get a loan for $200,000. $50,000 down, loan of $200,000. the monthly payment is going to be $1,000. So let's say it's $1,000 a month mortgage payment. So before, I had $3,000 coming in, $1,000 going out in expenses, and then now I have another $1,000 going towards the mortgage. So instead of making $2,000 per month, now I'm only making $1,000 per month, and when I multiply that by 12 months, I'm going to get $12,000. So let's put that here. So now my income is $12,000. Now, that's less than the $24,000 that it was, but my investment is also less. It went from $250,000 down to $50,000. So when you do this math, you get 0.24, or said another way, it's 24%. 24% is greater than 9.6%. I know you guys can see that. And that, my friends, is the power of using other people's money. That is the power of using debt. So when people like Dave Ramsey and the rest say, don't use debt, I think that poor financial advice, because as you can see, by using the debt, I've been able to more than double my return on investment. It doesn't just allow you to buy more houses, but it allows you to increase the ROI, the return that you get for the same investment. It's really cool. OPM, it's a game changer if you learn how to use it. All right, now let's talk about the big one. This is the discount. This is the one I always tell you guys, buy at a discount. And I'm going to show you why that's so important. Remember, this house was for sale for $250,000. I found a seller. They're interested in selling the property. We negotiate and they're willing to sell it for $250,000. But the real question is, what is this property worth? That is what you need to figure out. What is this property worth? I get to buy it for $250,000. But that does not mean that's what the property is worth. In this case, let's just say that the property is worth $300,000, right? So that means that my discount here is $50,000. And if you remember in the last example, we only put down $50,000 to buy the property. So instantaneously, I have a $50,000 equity position, right? So that goes to my bottom line. That's my net worth. I get $50,000 in equity because I paid $250,000. It's worth $300,000, so that's $50,000 positive for me, and I only have $50,000 down. So if you guys are doing the math, if you take the $50,000 in equity that I received and you divide it by the $50,000 that I put down, that means I have a 100% return. Can I see that? It's pretty cool, right? And that's not even accounting for all of the other things. We just showed you how the cash flow itself is 24% return. The discount factor alone gave me 100% return, right? So far I'm at 100% from the discount, 24% from the cash flow. So I'm already at 124%. And that's before going over appreciation, principal pay down, and the tax benefits. So let's get into those ones. All right, so appreciation happens when the price of the property goes up. It can go up for a number of different reasons. It can go up because the neighborhood changed, or it can go up because our dollar is going down in value, which means you need more dollars to pay for the same exact house. Remember the discount factor? We paid $250,000, but the house is actually worth $300,000. We are not part owners in this. We own the house free and clear, not free and clear, in its entirety. So the $300,000 is what will appreciate, not the $250,000, not the $200,000, the $300,000 is what appreciates. And at a rate of 3%, because houses go up on average at 3%, this is a $9,000 increase in the first year. So we go from $300,000 to $309,000, and then in the second year it goes from $309,000 to $318,000 to $70,000, a $9,270 increase. That's going to increase every single year because the value goes up every single year. So the longer you own this real estate, the more appreciation you're going to experience. So now we're going to take our $9,000. That's the appreciation that we experienced. And then that's our return. You divide that by $50,000 and what you're going to get is 18%. So that is an 18% return just on the appreciation part from a $300,000 house growing at 3% per year. Now let's talk about principal pay down. Every single month that I pay the mortgage, it goes down. The amount that I owe to the bank goes down. Our loan amount was $200,000. Every single year I'm paying more and more and more towards the principal, so it goes down from $200,000 to $196. That's a decrease of $32.40. When you take the $32.40, you divide it by $50,000. That's a 0.064% return, or 6.4% return as a whole. So that happens automatically. 6.4% is the return that I'm getting on the principal paydown, which is happening automatically, which is a pretty cool thing. Now, let's talk about the tax benefits, and that is through depreciation. So this is a pretty basic example of depreciation. We can get more complex with cost segregation as well as bonus depreciation, but for this example, we are not going to get into that. We're going to add one level of complexity, and that is to subtract 10% towards land. So when we subtract 10%, we are left with a $225,000 cost basis that we're going to be depreciating. So $225,000 gets depreciated over 27 and a half years. That is just what the government's saying that a house depreciates at. So what they're saying is that every year your house is going to depreciate a little bit. How much? Well, take whatever your cost basis is and divide that by 27 and a half. We subtract land because land doesn't depreciate per the government's eyes. So we're going to divide by 27 and a half of just the cost basis, which is an $8,181 per year tax savings. So that is like, here's a coupon to lower your income by $8,181. That net result is cash in your pocket of $2,454. When you divide that amount, that's the impact that it has, right? The actual cash impact that it has. Divide that by $50,000 that we were in for, and you get a 4.9% return just from the tax benefits here. Like I said, they were saying that the loopholes are only available for the rich. No, you get to have the tax benefits just by owning real estate. The government incentivizes you to do certain things. If you just do them, you get tax breaks. So here you go. You want tax breaks? Own rental real estate, and you get it right there and then. So now let's wrap it all up. All right, guys, let's take a look at what just happened. So with all of the 5 wealth generators from rental real estate, we're going to get a grand total of 153.3% return on this property this year, right? Year 1, we're going to get 153% return, and we still own the property, so we are going to get a high return every single year, which is incredible. And some things like appreciation and principal pay down, those benefits grow over time. So in terms of getting a 100% or more return on investment with rental real estate, this is how it happens. When you guys understand how to generate wealth from rental real estate, the possibilities are unlimited, and you see why the returns are so high, why I get involved, and why you should get involved as well. And as you get better and better at this, the down payment that you put down, that we are calculating your return on investment with, that investment goes down and down and down, lower and lower and lower. When you reduce the amount you have invested, you increase your returns. So before you know it, you can have a 200%, 300%, 400% return on your real estate. If you can expect your cryptocurrency to go up 10,000%, expect it to go back down 10,000% as well. Just as easily as it went up, it can come down. Rental real estate has been here for so long, it's tried and true, and so that's why I invest in it time and time again. If you got a lot of value from this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button, and also share it with your friends. Let other people know what you're up to. It's better if you build a community around you where you guys are all investing so that you guys can create wealth together. It's more fun when you do it with other people. And if you haven't done so already, go check out hoanzone.com. There, I'm going to have free trainings and free tools for you guys to become better investors, and so that you can multiply the assets that you own. All right, thank you for watching. I'm Hoan Tai. Let's multiply.